Thank you very much to the organizing committee of this Munin conference on scholarly publishing. Thank you very much for inviting me and giving me the opportunity to share with you what we've learned so far in the Netherlands from trying to modernize the system of recognition and rewards in academia. My name is Kim Huipen and I work as a program manager for a broad coalition of universities, university medical centers, research institutes, research funders and the Royal Academy. And together we want to modernize a system of recognition and rewards in academia. And today I would like to share with you what we want to change in academic career assessment in the Netherlands and how we are making room for everyone's talent. The last couple of years I was a project lead for developing these three relevant documents: the Netherlands Code of Conduct for Research Integrity, the Strategy Evaluation Protocol, and the position paper Room for Everyone's Talent I will mostly talk about today. So in November of 2019, we launched our position paper Room for Everyone's Talent in Rotterdam. And that was the start of working together in a broad coalition on recognition and rewards in academia. Why we think a change in recognition and rewards is needed? Well, we see a mismatch between what we deem important in academic work and what we reward our academic staff for. Careers depend heavily on research performance being measured by a limited number of criteria. And we need a better balance in how we recognize and reward academics to help us achieve excellent education, research impact and leadership, as well as the highest level of patient care in a university hospital. And there's a broad consensus in the Netherlands that this change is needed. And this cannot be realized in isolation. So different stakeholders work together: universities, university medical centers, research institutes, research funders and the Royal Academy. And although in the Netherlands universities and research institutes have a lot of autonomy, the support we get from our government is very important as well. And we aim for a healthy and inspiring environment for all our staff, where all talents are valued: teaching, research, outreach, patient care and academic leadership. And we strive for open science and teamwork. And we are talking about a change of culture, because we are aware that changing procedures and forms does not equal changing culture and assessment. Changing culture is difficult and takes a long time. So what you see here is a visualization of our program by one of our universities at TU Delft. And you see that what we aim for is building diverse and excellent teams with a diversity of members with different backgrounds and different talents, but all working on the aims of the institute or the faculty or the university as a whole. Career paths can be diverse and people can switch between career paths within their careers. What do we want to change? We want to enable the diversification of career paths and promoting excellence in each of the key areas: education, research, impact, leadership and patient care. We want to recognize team performances and teamwork. We want to emphasize quality of work over quantitative results, such as the number of publications or the H-index. We want to encourage all aspects of open science: open access publishing, fair data and code, and involving the public in setting up research agendas or doing research themselves. Citizen science should be rewarded. Open science and the modernization of the system of career assessment are strongly intertwined. Some see the modernization of recognition and rewards in academia as part of the open science agenda, and others see that open science can only happen if academia rewards open access publishing, sharing data, and involving the public in setting up research agendas or doing research themselves. Citizen science. We want to encourage high-quality leadership in academia. We cannot underestimate the importance of good leadership in academia to make this change work. What is the secret of the Dutch approach? We have set up a national program driven by all stakeholders in a collaborative way. Our 2019 position paper is a result of 4 agendas or policy debates coming together. 1. The Netherlands has a very ambitious open science agenda. 2. This relates to a very active academic debate in the Netherlands about the misuse of metric in assessment and how science goes wrong, not serving the goals it should, under the name Science in Transition. 3. More recently, there also started a heated debate about academic culture in general, low funding success rates, high dependency on funding for career progression, and the need to rebalance the way we reward different academic tasks, teaching versus research versus outreach. And 4. An international network led by Ruth Graham launched a teaching framework that enables universities to implement career emphasis on education. The 4-level picture indicates how academic teachers can develop themselves. Several Dutch universities are experimenting with this framework. It all started with a statement and several conferences, and in the beginning of 2020 we published our strategy evaluation protocol. This SEP is a flexible instrument on the quality and societal relevance of research and the viability of research units in light of their own aims and strategy. The protocol leaves room for plurality. Research units are invited to choose indicators that fit their aims and strategy. And last year we started our program on recognition and rewards in academia. And on this slide you see the highlights of this program so far, with several webinars on recognition and rewards of university teaching, a recognition and rewards festival, and recently all coalition partners gave their commitment to go on with this program in 2020 to 2026. So how do you want to achieve this change? We are striving for a cultural change because we are aware that changing procedures and forms does not equal changing culture and assessment. A broad dialogue in academia is important, and we want to realize a bottom-up movement. Scientists should be able to discuss this issue of recognition and rewards and influence how they are assessed. And we already see this happening in dialogue meetings at universities, at faculties, the Royal Academy, the Dutch Young Academy, and online via social media. And it's really important to keep on listening to the concerns, questions and dilemmas raised by the academic community. Now you see several visions written by the recognition and rewards committees of several universities in the Netherlands. And in our program, all institutions, all partners translate the national position paper to their own contexts and disciplines. And in these visions, you can't only read the approach of all these recognition and rewards committees, but you can also read dilemmas raised in dialogue meetings. What we hear is that focusing more on qualitative than on quantitative criteria for assessment creates uncertainty in the researchers, especially young researchers who are being assessed, and also in those who are assessing them. Questions arise like, how are criteria for promotion determined and on what basis are they assessed? How competitive is your CV at the international level if you concentrate on teaching and societal relevance? How should committee members assess the narrative CV? And this culture change can also create uncertainty for established researchers. Are the criteria used for their appointment now less valid? And will they be expected to change their career path in line with the new culture? Recognition and rewards committees work together on a national scale. So as a program team, we bring together the chairs of these recognition and rewards committees. We bring together the project leads per institution, and they share good practices, they share their experiments, but also ask questions, share dilemmas and concerns. And you see also that there's a lot of commitment from board members of our universities, of our research funders, and of the Royal Academy, Young Academy, and the university hospitals. So these board members together form a recognition and rewards national program board. All partners involved in our recognition and rewards coalition have their own boat, but all together we are heading in the same direction to a modernization of the system of recognition and rewards in academia, in our own pace and space, with an inspiring diversity of approaches, but we all want to modernize the system of recognition and rewards in academia. The desired cultural change is a fundamental change of beliefs, not just a change in the rules of the game. To achieve this, a broad dialogue in academia is needed. And we've seen this already at the Dutch universities, the research institutes. We are seeing this at Royal Academy and the Young Academy in the Netherlands. We are seeing this online and on occasions like this. And it's very important because we think that sharing good practices, sharing dilemmas, concerns, and experimenting will initiate the desired movement. We are aware that the Netherlands is only a very small country. We cannot change academic career assessment on our own. We need to work together within the Netherlands, within Europe and beyond to make this change work and to change the way we recognize and reward academics. So I'm looking forward to discussing our initiative with you, and I hope you will be curious, open about your concerns, critical, and become involved. Thank you very much.